All right. And now again, guys, there's more than 50,000 ways to do things, right? This is just my point of view and just the way that I've been doing it. Okay. And so I showed you guys the creek bank, right? Being a pinch point. Now look at this. I can look at Onyx. Sorry, I heard something. I can look at Onyx and see this is a giant opening in the woods, field type that's grown up. And so when I come up to this and I see this and I know this is what that opening is, and it's as big as I know as it is, this is just like that creek bed. This is going to dictate deer movement as well. And so you just walk the edge of it. That's another thing I was thinking about that I need to mention. The key word here is edge. You got to find the edge of the land and creek, right? Edge of the big woods and field, grown up field, edge of anything, edge of where the woods meet the road. It doesn't matter. The deer are on the edge of it. Period. That is where you need to be going. Okay, you'll hear deer or edge creatures. This is the edge. Look at this. Thick, small trees, brush. All this field once was a field grown up. Hardwoods, big hardwood trees. Look at it. I mean, this is like your living room, right? And this is the wall. They're traveling up and down this, and it's common sense. It's really simple. It's not complicated to figure out why they travel up and down this, because this is easier to travel than this. But this is easier to get away from predators, right? That not so much. So you're going to travel your daily course right on the edge of security, right? But right where you don't have to exert a whole lot of energy to move up and down from bed to food. That's exactly why they are edge creatures. They are on the edge of thick. They're on the edge of security, period. You know, a big ass tree out in the middle of a field. The whole thing is an edge, right? It doesn't matter. Simplify it. A road and a little bitty chunk of public, 10 acres, and then some private. That's an edge. Because there's going to be a fence in there that's also dictating movement. And if any deer is moving through there, they're not going to move on the damn road up and down it, are they? No, they're going to cross it maybe, but they're not going to just walk them down the road. So you know there's a fence in there on the other side of that public, right? And hopefully I'm not losing you here, but that's just for an example. That's 10 acres, right? Not a whole lot. So it's an off-beaten path per se, right? Because not a lot of guys are probably going to go look at that, but it's got an edge. It's got 2 of them. And it's a funnel. Clearly, 10 acres isn't much. You've got the private land, potential fence, most likely, that's creating a boundary, and you got the public road that's creating a boundary. 2 edges, and they're also creating funnel movement for any deer that enters in there. And who knows, if a deer's living in there and using it for security, then you want to talk about a kill zone. There you go. So anyways, I'm just making these videos as stuff comes to my mind that I think that I've figured out and how I look at stuff. And again, there's all kinds of ways to do this. So if you don't like necessarily my point of view or the way I do things, that's fine, man. It really is. Do you know? But if you're a good guy, good woman, you're a good person, I think we should keep that in mind, because there's enough bad people and bad situations out there. We want more good guys and good women, good people out in these woods than bad, right? If you're ever out here and need some help or run into someone, you know, I hope that it's a good person and not a bad, right? So we don't want to be running off all the good people. So just keep that in mind, man. I mean, crossbows, compounds, traditional archery, gun hunters, doesn't matter. Oh, there's a possum out there. Armadillo, I mean. It's making all that racket, go figure. But let's keep that in mind. Jeez. So, enough trespassers and assholes. Good Lord, I about had a heart attack. A black trash bag hanging in a tree, and I thought somebody was just standing there listening to me gawk. One of them bad people. Anyways, all right, guys. We'll catch you in a little bit. Freaking armadillos everywhere. One about made my heart jump out of my chest earlier. I was bebopping along, and he was hunkered down and walked right up on him before he ever moved. Get him. What you doing? Alright, anyways, see y'all in a little bit.